Well, it's offensive, it's wrong, and once again, he's misleading his supporters and giving them anger at our system of justice when there's not any justification for this particular case. Now, sure, there's complaints about one or more of the cases that they shouldn't have been brought, but in terms of this one, it's a civil fraud case. No connection with the President of the United States. And then here, you have a businessman accused and found guilty of dealing dishonestly in his business services. Let me tell you, that would disqualify most candidates for the presidency. You've got that compounded by a jury of the peers finding in a civil case that he committed sexual abuse. You've got 4 criminal cases that are pending against him. All of this should be a warning sign that this is a person of poor character, and that should have been answered very clearly last night on the debate, that his character does not justify election to the presidency of the United States. That the answer is a simple no. That's not complicated. It doesn't have to be explained. It's a no. He doesn't have the character to justify being president of the United States. It's not the character that we want to see whenever he misleads his supporters, whenever he has been mishandling our national secrets, whenever you look at the fact that he brought people to Washington, D.C., and the result was an attack on the Capitol. And most importantly, he says today that those were patriotic acts. He's undermined the rule of law, he's undermined law enforcement, and that was an attack on Congress as well. So none of that reflects the character of someone we want to lead our nation. That should be a simple answer last night, just like the one that you asked on whether you believe with his constitutional views or not. The simple answer is no. Well, Jake, everybody has counted me out of this race, and yet I believe it's 9 candidates have dropped out. We're still in there, and we have an opportunity. There's always a surprise in Iowa. I want to be that surprise. And the key is just beating expectations. And as you defined it, those expectations are low. But we're going through 30 different cities leading up to the caucus. It's our return to normal tour. I'm going to be traveling in the snow today for another meeting up in Decorah, Iowa. And so I believe that we can beat expectations here. And the fact that now I'm the only candidate in this race that talks about the experience of securing the border, the only candidate that actually has experience in dealing with fentanyl and the opioid abuses in terms of my responsibilities as head of the DEA. So I bring that experience, but I also am the only one in this race that has not promised a pardon during this campaign to Donald Trump. And I think that distinguishes me. It doesn't get me everybody's vote, but there is an avenue there for people who believe that we're headed for real serious trouble next year if Donald Trump is a nominee, because it could bring our party down and we could lose in 2024. Well, we're going to take that a day at a time, and any candidate that is quality and realistic evaluates the status of the campaign every day. And my next evaluation will be after the Iowa caucus. I believe I'm going to exceed expectation. We've already got a flight booked to New Hampshire and a day of campaigning there on the 17th. And so we're ready to go. But I'll evaluate it. And, if Iowa tells me you don't have a path here and insufficient support, we'll look at it. As to whether I endorse another candidate, that day remains to be seen.